let me help you out. Right? That's gonna be a more common objection. Would you agree, Gary? You've been doing this a long time. Sarah, you've been doing this 4 years. I'm going to get it through my insurance company. It's a pretty big objection now, right? But it's easy to overcome, right? So how would you help these guys out? How do you overcome that now? What are some suggestions you would give these guys?
I'll give you guys one. So, if you notice as a dealership, majority of people have basically about 5 or 6 different companies that they go to as far as major ones.
Right, okay, insurance
pick up
company.
the phone and call them and find out the ins and outs. But as far as what I've learned over the years, and I already know quite a few, let's say for example, State Farm does not in Melbourne. So if the customer says, oh, I think my insurance company, you educate, they do not.
Certain companies don't.
Geico Insurance, they do have a limit, it's 2,000. It's right off the bat, you win the battle.
All right, so they'll only pay up to a $2,000 deficiency with Geico. So if you want to go down that road, they limit their deficiency to a certain dollar amount. You can just say that instead of saying the 2,000. So here's the key. I'm going to my insurance company. I understand you want to go to your insurance company, and the one thing you want to bring out in the customer's mind, you want to compliment the fact that they're going to go, that they're getting gap. So you see the importance of having gap, and that's okay. Though you may want to reconsider your decision not to enroll in this gap because there are deficiencies in your gap, and let me explain to you what they are. All right, and then go right into it. They limit. They don't pay your deductible. Pick out 3 things, 3 major things, and just do that rebuttal. Let that rebuttal roll off. You don't have to. See, the thing is, when you're trying to close me, or you're trying to close any customer, you don't have to save some room for some conversation. Because what if the customer says after you go through 3 minutes or 4 minutes of this is why you should take it, they say no. Whoops. Oh, wait a minute. There's one other point I'd like to bring up. And then crush that piece of paper or something, you know what I'm saying? That don't really good, you could say this, you could say this, you could say this. You could say this, you could say that. I understand you want to go to the insurance company. A lot of people feel the same way. The most important thing is that you realize that gap is an important product. And that's good. But I want you to consider this. If you were to total your vehicle, let's say it was $5,000 of being totaled, who's going to make the decision to total that vehicle? The insurance company. Right. Now, do you think they want to spend the extra $5,000, or they simply fix the car? Crush that piece of paper up and they fix the car. Because they're not the only gap claim that day. There you go. Now that you see the value in our gap, doesn't it make sense? In this gap, doesn't it make sense to roll the program? Keep it short and simple. Don't overthink it. I think you're trying to give a lot of information. You notice some of the rebuttals are really quick, right to the point and precise. Okay, Brian, you were having a little challenge with yours as well.
Yeah. I had VSC and don't want to go higher on the payment.
Right. I don't want. Look, enough's enough, Ryan. I don't want to go any higher on the payment.
Okay, and I can appreciate that, and I wouldn't want you to sign up, enroll in a program that you didn't see value in. Let me ask you this: what's your understanding of the factory warranty?
I don't know. I got it's 5 years, 60,000 miles. I got a powertrain warranty, 10 years.
May I go over a little something with you real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Based on what you told me before, that you plan on owning the vehicle for about 5 years, and that you're driving about 15,000 miles a year.
That's correct.
If we graph that out here real quick, you will, at 15,000 miles a year, you'll burn through that 50,000 miles of warranty in just over 2 years. Don't you think you'd like to have the peace of mind of being covered, and at least for the amount of time that you plan on keeping this car?
Well, I got the powertrain coverage. That's going to cover it.
Okay. The powertrain coverage covers only...
I'm going to say yes in the video, but I'm going a little
The powertrain coverage covers only the internally lubricated mechanics of that car.
I'm going to tell you something. I have a gentleman in a Kia store in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I'm going to write a number here. That's what this percentage is in service contract, 75%. 75. I have a gentleman at a Honda store. He's no longer working there because of compliance issues, by the way.
What's the name of that Kia store?